Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Turning now to that brazen jailbreak in New Orleans. Remember back in May, 10 inmates burst through a hole in the back of a holding cell to escape. The incident exposed serious security failures at the facility. Now the sheriff faced heavy criticism, and tonight she spoke with CBS's Katie Weiss about the hard lessons learned. Now, good evening, Katie. What did she tell you about the jailbreak?
Well, good evening, Kelly. You know, this is the first time that this sheriff is speaking out publicly in a one-on-one interview with me that we had just this afternoon. And she admits that truly this jailbreak back in May was like something out of a movie. She herself was shocked. She never expected it to happen under her watch. And yet she says that she had been sounding the alarms for years about significant funding and staffing issues that she said the city refused to fix. She says still to this day, as I'm standing here, the city has yet to give her the funding that she's been asking for to adequately secure the jail. Regardless, she's still been making several improvements to the facility since that jailbreak happened. And she took me on a tour to show me some of that work that's being done, but she still has a long road ahead. All of this, while she says she's still working at only 60% staffing capacity, she says all of these things put together really just created the perfect storm that led to that May jailbreak.
Wow, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. Listen, guys, make sure you download that app right now. But I just want to go in on the fact of Susan Hutson have finally spoken out, and we are so ready to hear what she really feels about what is going on down there with this jailbreak, with all the stuff coming and rolling back on her. OG, you there?
Man, all right. So her little sad speech is a little too late. It says here, Court of Appeals halts sentencing of Sheriff Susan Hutson in a contempt case. So she's already been convicted, and it says here that Hudson's appeal decision is so-called in Bach judgment, Criminal District Court Judge Tracy Flemings Delabiere, that co-signed by 6 other district judges. The decision Friday from the panel of 3 appeal court judges puts a pause on all lower court proceedings that Hudson's contempt case until the appeal court can reach a decision in her case. The decision is authored by Judge Nasa Irving Knotts, Judge Karen K. Herman, and Judge Monique A. Morrell. So she's already been convicted, and I think you have somebody on here that says that.
Go ahead. Yeah. Nelsa is on here. Nelsa, welcome to the show. I'm gonna be real and speak up, and I want to really get home in on the fact that Susan Hutson have been on the force for many years, and she is a respected person before all of this happened. And I just think that it's really unfortunate that this is rolling back on her like it is. Nelsa, what do you see when you think about just especially as being a woman, another woman going through this the way she is, having to try to keep this facility up, and being the sheriff down there and having this big of a jailbreak?
Well, first off, I would like to say if this was a man, they wouldn't be going this hard, because there's been so many other men that has had her position that has gone down in history with also having jailbreaks. I mean, her career path is being great.
Okay, name one man. Since you're saying it's a man, name one man. We're talking about right now women. You just said earlier, let me go into the reading and get your explanation again. The ruling Friday from the 4th Circuit Court of Appeals in a temporary reprieve for Hutson for July the 16th convenience for contempt of court carries 6 months and $500 fine, or imprisonment and a $500 fine. And your comment was what?
My comment was like, that's not a lot. I mean, considering what's at stake here, that's not a lot. But at the same time, like you said earlier, this is going to end her career. So the biggest loss here is not the time that she served me, it's her career is going in the trash. And again, there's been men who's had the same position she has had, and their careers did not go in the trash like hers. So this is about a woman losing her career over something that could have happened under anybody else's watch. And they're only going hard on her like this, making sure that her career goes in the trash because she's a woman.
You're just talking. Now let me say this. Since you made that vainglorious speech, name one man it happened to. It was an escape out of their prison, their jail, or their car. Name one man that this has happened to and didn't anything happen to him. I'll wait.
I can give you the facility. So Texas 2000. 7 inmates overpowered guards and escaped.
7 inmates overpowered guards. Okay, that's a prison break. All of those inmates were killed.
And Lake County.
Next, since you're Googling stuff,
Lake County Jail, 1934. They used goddamn wooden guns and shit.
1934?
Wooden guns.
1934.
That was all white men. You think they gonna ever convict a white man? Name me a black man that's it. Look, lady, why did we get her on here anyway?
Well, because she's definitely a part of the team. But the one thing I wanted to bring out is the fact of how, a woman's perspective is totally different. And she's going to defend the fact that Susan Hutson is being treated really harsh for a 10-man breakout. But like you, OG, I've never seen 10 men break out of any county jail like this.
But let me say this. It's not that she's a female or a male. It's the status and the position. No matter what, if it was any black superintendent or warden over a jail in Louisiana, they would have had the same energy to any black person that she was put in an uncomfortable position when she first got the job. They had
in there hard because she's a female. It's one thing for it to be a black man, but to be a female, you got to remember, still down there in those areas, females still have to fight for everything.
They don't have to fight for nothing. They can have oral sex with a white man and get away with everything. Black men is the ones that get it the hardest. You females are taking over black men's business.
Wait a minute, OG, you say they can do what? They can have oral what? What the hell did you just say? OG, you said it.
They can give dictation and be a secretary and get away with everything with white America.
Dictation and be a secretary. Boy, this is hell.
Black men can't do that. So all that your point is mute, lady, because black women get away with more just to demasculate. Is that a word?
Yes.
We put ism on it.
We can rock it.
Black men, to be little black men, they will all. Oprah became the first black billionaire just so a black man wouldn't be one. Kamala Harris, the first female black vice president, because she wouldn't let a black man be one. So, lady, your argument is way to the left.
First of all, Kamala didn't need to be no VP because we already had a black president, and which, by the way, was a man.
He wasn't the vice president, though.
But he was the president. President Trump's VP any day.
And your point is what? I don't care, lady. Just don't argue with me. I got shoes older than you.
Well, here's what you got to understand when it comes to Susan Hutson. Getting back to Miss Susan Hutson. Susan Hutson this is her day. She comes out. She does this with CBS. She's speaking out now, and some would think that it's a little bit late for her to be speaking out. OG, is this going to help her case at all? With her speaking out, doing interviews, individual interviews now, versus when she was going up on the podium speaking in front of the masses and doing it with her team. Does this individual interview make her more people understand who she is more? What is her plight for doing this?
No, it makes her more vulnerable now, like she's making excuses. When she was trying to be a team player, them clear people were already lining her up. She should have been saying this from the beginning. She kind of alluded to the things that she wasn't getting. It's ridiculous that a judge, a sitting judge, another black sitting judge, Miss Nessa, the lady that convicted her is a black lady also. So a black female assassinated another black female for white America. And Susan Hutton didn't refuse. She said she didn't have the staff, and if they wanted to do court on the weekends, could they do it at the jail? Because they have 2 courtrooms in the jail. That's what the compromise she tried to make. And they said, hell no. It wasn't a contempt of court, but she's the fall guy.
Wow. Nessa, do you feel like she can do anything to sustain her career at this point after going through all this about the 10 men breaking out and Wu, which is Derrick Groves, hasn't been recaptured at this point? And we're going to get into her individual interview here in a minute, but do you think there's any coming back at this point, Nessa?
From where she's standing, hey, sometimes you got to take all press for what it is. Her life is never going to be the same after this.
That's right.
And she just have to roll with the punches. I mean, this is her life that she's looking at. But at the same time, she knew what the odds and stuff was when she got into it. And she decided to put her big drawers on and get in the seat. So as we know, women are victorious in anything that they do. So we just going to have to see in later days.
Wait a minute. OG, do you think... Go ahead.
You did not mention to Nessa that they let another inmate out that's still at large also.
Correct. There was another inmate that just recently they pretty much let him out, and he was he was, what was his name again, OG? Yeah, he got out, and basically
Khalil.
It was Khalil. It was Khalil, but
she has to bite that bullet too, Nessa.
So she has a couple of situations right now, but can she recover from this? Can she get back in position and as a sheriff? You say what?
No way.
Wait, OG. Oh, what did Nessa say? Nessa said absolutely.
Nessa
in law enforcement, they're not gonna trust her no more. But can her career still sustain some stuff? Yes.
Okay.
Her next job will be loss prevention in Walmart.
Do you agree with that, Nessa, or no? Because
no.
Okay, because she's...
When you're talking to a lady ain't never had a speeding ticket, so she don't know nothing about the law.
Well, she's defending the hope of the women. Okay,
she comes from Malibu.
She can take her ass back to politics.
She lived their entitled life. But Nessa don't know nothing about the street.
What the hell he do is still be able to move around. So can she. Somebody will take her. She can't go into law enforcement no more because, like OG said, she gonna be at Walmart. She can damn sure go into politics. She's still her. She still has a lot to offer.
Okay.
So she's just gonna have to do a little switch up with her career.
Okay.
So absolutely.
Well, let's. I want to play the rest of her intimate interview with this young lady on CBS. Hold on, here we go.
We need more people in this jail to secure it, and that didn't happen. So for the last 3 years, I've been saying this every year during budget cycle, every chance I get that I have a chance to speak to the city government, and it's not been rectified. So here we come to May. Now it comes full circle. The perfect storm is there. We had people in our organization who assisted here.
Only one of your employees has been arrested, charged for allegedly aiding in the escape. Do you still believe that this is a more involved inside job?
There are about 900 cameras in the Orleans Justice Center. It takes a long time to go through those and look and see who did what. But I can absolutely guarantee you that we know there were more actors involved in this.
Why do you think there's still a reluctance to give you the funds that you need.
Some actors in this system do not want to see me succeed. This is a political office, and there are challenges to that. And in this election cycle, and there are members of government supporting those challengers, no doubt. But I know this, the timing is very curious.
There is still one inmate at large who escaped, a convicted murderer. When do you think you'll be bringing him in?
We know he's getting help also out there in the community. I do believe we will find him. It's just a matter of time.
Wow, wow. So Susan Hutson speaks out. She says that this here is more geared toward the political election, and that this is why it's happening like it's happening right now in real time. And OG, I'm gonna open up the floor to you and ask, basically, do you agree with her about the fact of how this thing transpired and the fact of how these other employees, I didn't even realize they convicted one of the employees. Was that the guy who flooded, when they flooded the sink, the maintenance guy, or was that a jailer?
Yeah.
It was the maintenance guy that they convicted?
They convicted the maintenance guy for turning the water off. But she's exactly right that she's being set up. She's having to take the fall, and that's how they moving on her, and it's nothing she can do about it. She know it, but I'm glad she's exposing that it ain't just her fault. This jail was broke when she came in. I've been doing research that they've been bringing guns in this jail since 2007.
Wow, and so with Wu being still at large, how much does that weigh on her now that it's re-election time, and now that they're rolling the ball her way to try to move her out of position? This Derrick Groves being on the loose right now, is that something that they're going to hold over her head and juggle over her head, or will they let her get in a position of re-election through this situation with Derrick Groves being out? What do you think?
Man, they never forgive us for nothing, bro. They always being, slavery had nothing to do with us. We don't. But anything black people do, you're never forgiven. I don't care what crime you commit, they hold it over your head forever. She'll never live this down. She'll be the one all the time.
That's what exactly they're gonna make stick.
Say that again, Nessa. I'm sorry.
I said, since they set her up to be the fall guy for all of this, they're definitely going to make sure that it sticks.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
There'll always be a clause in her that an escaped murderer go free, and under her watch, they're going to make sure she's off the clock if they ever catch Derrick Grove. It won't be her. It'll be Edward G. Robinson, one of them clear Americans that will be able to capture her, and it'll always tarnish her name.
Wow.
They're definitely going to make an example out of her. They're going to be like, see, this is what happened when you let females do stuff. Exactly.
Right. That's right.
Well, Kurt,
and I don't even want to agree with this little girl, but she right on this.
When it comes down to Susan Hutson and just her whole career, and I hadn't looked it up, but I know she did. She's been in there how long? 20 years for sure. 20 plus years.
35 years.
35 years. She's been a police. And for it to come all boiling down to this incident is a crushing blow to not only people of color, but females who have tried to accomplish something in the New Orleans parish. So, this is a crushing blow any way you look at it.
You're such a humanitarian, and I'm saying good for her. Because 25 years, she's been subjecting black, being on the police, doing her right thing, which is the wrong thing. It's a lot of black people that she done sent to jail, and it's her turn. Nah.
Whoa, gee. A lot of those people, you don't think any of those people deserve to go to prison or be in jail that was locked up?
I don't care it's not the point whether they deserved it or not. The point is she shouldn't have did it.
What?
But now I remember I told you a story.
That she's governed under, she's about to be penalized under the same laws.
I think I told you a long time ago. Not too long. We were just discussing when I was in a juvenile. This black probation officer, when I was, white people didn't know what to do with me, and they would let me go home in 30 days. And this brother named Parker, I seen him. We're in the boardroom. I'm getting ready to go home. I see a brother. This is the Black of the Revolution, and this guy, my parole officer, Mr. Collins, said, well, Marvin's a good guy and he can do this. And Miss Robinson says, well, I really like Marvin's mother. And they said, Mr. Parker, what do you think? You've been giving Marvin too many chances, and I came from Louisiana, and I've never been in trouble. And they sent me to youth authority for 9 months. I was so mad at that Negro.
Wow.
And it turned right around. I mess around and go to prison. I come down from prison. He think I'm my brother. But now he done got arrested for shooting his wife and her attorney on a divorce trial. Now he's in custody. And when he sees who I am, first he thought I was my brother. Then he finds out who I am. And when I told him about the incident in 1966, he like, man, I thought I was doing good for you. They be thinking, and when it turns around on them, now they see it ain't no fun when the monkey get the gun.
Wow. Wow.
So Susie been thinking, doing right in the community. Now it's her turn. Now you can't cry baby tears today, buddy. She getting what she deserved.
Wow. When you look, Derrick Groves, man, been out now for a long amount of time. Do you think and we'll end on this note, do you think they'll ever be able to recapture Derrick Groves? Like they're saying he's getting help. You heard Susan Hutson just say that. He's getting help from others and she feels like they will capture him. Do you agree with her that A, they will capture him, and B, that he's getting help from people? In the family.
I pray every Friday with 1 billion Muslims that I hope they never catch him. I don't waste my prayers on nobody, but I'm asking whatever happened with Derrick Groves, forgive him for his sins and let him keep on propelling the show. These white folks that Nat Turner is not dead.
Wow, Nelson, and I'm gonna open the floor up to you as well and ask you the same thing. Do you see them? They've captured 9. They let another guy go here recently from the jail under her watch again. And now Derrick Groves is still the subject matter that had initially got out with the 10. And they captured 9 of those guys. Do you feel like, A, that they'll catch her, that they'll catch Derrick Groves? And B, does this help Susan Hutson at all? And then even C, will Derrick Groves ever be, will she ever, her and Derrick Groves ever be able to mend this thing to where she can get her job back, whether she be the governor, like you said, there's political offices open. She could be the governor next. She could be the senator next, according to you. She could do all kind of other things. Will she be able to put her ribbon of honor on the fact that she played part in recapturing Derrick Groves?
She gonna be all right, and if Derrick knew better, he won't be sticking around the United States.
Oh, so you think Derrick got a budget to leave the United States, really?
I think he got a mindset. If he was able to get up out of there and he's still this long, ain't nobody caught him. Hopefully, he didn't got the hell up out of Dodge at this point.
That's right.
Wow.
All these Hispanics and stuff. He could have blended on in and hopped on one of them things with them. Good for them.
Yeah, he is a master. He is a master of many disguises. Oh, she is a journalist, and she does know how to make sure to get us the info that we need. I can guarantee you that she's a specialist. But to end it and wrap it all up with a bow, Susan Hutson is facing some hell of a fire now. They're trying to lift her up out of office. They're trying to also lock her up as they take her out of office. They want to, as OG says, it's just a matter of time now before she's having to. It's time to pay the piper. You know, she's going to end up having to go sit down for a minute for contempt, according to what people are looking at here and what's being said. And she's appealing that now, but also she's running up for re-election, guys. Get in the comments and let me know what you guys, let us know. Me and OG and Nessa, like, let us know what you think about Susan Hutson and all of these things that are surrounding her career now. Will she be in position next year at this time? Even in any type of thing to have to do with law enforcement. Let us know. Get in the comments. And if you're still watching, guys, make sure you go download bosstalk101.app right now. And guys, and make sure that you gotta lock in. And also, if you're still watching, right here on the screen right now, it should say BET. BET award. BET done took away a lot of stuff, and there's a lot going on with them. I don't know what they got going on, but I want y'all to look at what me and OG spoke on. It's crazy. BET got some crazy stuff going on right now. A lot of stuff being said. Boss Talk 101 review.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.